Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, where we are on the final day, the second half of the trial for Chapter 5, Episode 5, rather. That's what they're episodes. So without further ado, we're going in. February 25th, 1206, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? He just fades away and then fades back in.
I'm not doing that.
You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. And to top it all off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Take it Lana's having you run errands again.
He said that exact same line, did the exact same thing
Yeah.
2 times now.
Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give you this. To you, if there was ever a break in today's trial.
Evidence law? Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day.
You must know the rules of evidence law. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without approval of the police department.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
Seems so.
You could at least study some evidence law. Really?
I mean, I just pull evidence out of nowhere and then everybody believes it, so I don't follow that around.
Yeah, he's a rogue.
The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message.
A message?
She said, if you planning to take him on, you're gonna need this book.
Him. I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Evidence law securely slipped into pocket. From the sky explains the 2 rules of evidence law.
Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Yeah.
Rules for submitting evidence. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
Registered.
Unregistered evidence must present.
Registered.
Yeah,
You said registered.
unregistered. Yeah, unregistered.
It's like a J sound, not a G sound.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you more. So these rules confuse me, because it's like on one, you can't do any evidence without approval of the police department. But then it's like, if it's unregistered, you can just like, as long as it's relevant, it's fine.
Yeah.
Confusion. Anyway.
They monopolize it. Anyway.
All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence.
That's where you're wrong, detective.
No?
Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat, despite all these allegations being thrown at me.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Real trial today hasn't begun yet.
what? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you're unaware of. Then a Sky found out she was unwittingly caused a man's death. And now, you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
You're missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there.
What?
And we're going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. February 25th, 12:52, District Court, Courtroom Number 9.
Number 9.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
the inquiry committee is planning to impose harsher penalties for your actions.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Yes, well, ahem. Normally, this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But, ahem. This isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have,
Struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witness?
I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and...
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution.
A solution?
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses.
What? But there's no precedent for what you're proposing.
Undeniably.
I cannot speak for the life of me.
This is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't stuck any deals with the witness.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well, the defense accepts the prosecution's proposal. Then it's settled. The, defense may now call forth the next witness.
Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over.
The defense calls... When you see that in the top right, you gotta save. So he does.
Yep, saves gun.
The time's finally come to bring out the real murderer. Who's the real
Damon
murderer?
Gant.
Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand. Damon Gant? What does he have to do with anything? As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True. All right, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand.
Oh gosh, let me find the thing. Bailiffs was hold on.
Bailiff, wacky pee-pee.
It's a meme. If I don't know, it's Judge Judy. But anyway,
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
What is this, some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch.
Your name and occupation, sir.
Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
Your name and occupation.
So, you want to play hardball, eh? But please, Mr. Gant. Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony. Alrighto, what's with the grim face? First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. there are still some things unaccounted for. Oh, like what? Like the role you played in all this. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Sure, take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. What? Is that true? I'm afraid so. Yeah, you have the right to remain silent. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify.
Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks.
Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. Very well, the witness may now begin his testimony. SL9 incident. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Alana there. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Is that when Dark was arrested? Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head. I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast. SL9, isn't it? Anything jump out at you, or do you want to press everything?
I say press everything unless there's something you see.
My first instinct is to usually press everything unless it's very obvious what the answer is, so...
Yeah.
As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day. Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up, too. That's probably what spooked Dark and made him run away like that.
Was defendant Lana Sky also present in the room?
I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it. So the two of you ran immediately after him, right? That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first, so Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky.
What's this about a power outage?
Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden, and I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though. That's not funny.
Very insensitive.
Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor. Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were those two poor girls, Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. How can you know that? Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved.
So that means... you found the body near Lana's desk.
That's right. I think you said earlier, it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor. Yes. Anyway, as you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt, but moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. Is that how it really went down?
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. If you're going to stare at anything, you'd better be off staring at the court record.
Worthy. Always the smooth talker. Which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident. We know he had a safe that had the evidence in it. It's one of those, perhaps. It says it was found in Chief Gant's safe. So was this, but it can just be like, I found it in your safe, so you must have known about the cover-up, right?
Yeah. Take it out.
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example. That's that blue badger you showed us earlier. A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant. Again, we just pull evidence out of nowhere, and it's fine. So I don't know what that book was all about.
Yeah.
You see, Chief Gant. These articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
The jar was already a piece of evidence, though. The only thing we did was grab the other piece of the jar and complete it.
Yeah.
So I think as a whole, the whole thing was a part of evidence to begin with.
Yeah, that's true. That's fine. You just pull leather out of nowhere, and it's like, behold! Like, what the heck is that?
Yeah. Well, where'd this dude get a jar? How'd you put it in your pocket? Mary
Chief.
Poppins.
Very fun. Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Oh, here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it, then, that you were involved in the forgery. Who, me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Wright?
However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation.
Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What?
He's gonna get his pee-pee whacked. Is that what's gonna happen?
Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. I mean, he's gonna get fired. I mean, he's not gonna get reduced their salary.
Yeah.
Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office, and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My, kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Evidence in forgery. Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment. Into lists. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out anyway. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Ooh. Indeed, I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again.
Oh no, I'm so scared.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Udgy, in return, though. I know, that place, right? Huh?
Huh?
What are these guys, telepathic?
Well, what's going on?
Well, did anything jump out at you? You just want to press everything.
Gotta go on a date. I don't know.
I guess we shall press everything.
Yes, it all.
I'd appreciate it if you'd stop making these ridiculous allegations. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? I'll have you know, back in the day I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped. But Mr. Wright, what are you saying? Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later.
Later? What are you talking about?
What else? I'm talking about when Raido's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, they would prove this investigation was illegal. I've never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery. I'm not through speaking yet, Rita. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced. Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient?
Right. The chief is talking about the possibility, so long as you can't rule that out. Your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time.
Tell me something I don't know. Come now, Wright. Think about it. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. How can you look me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent. Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil? I'm sure I care for the word murder here, but in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Scott. Well, now do you see? Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you'd reap from all this. Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh. The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Oh, that's a good one. Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable. Is that true, Edgeworth?
Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway.
God! Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at.
So that means... there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. Udgy, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? By all means, please do. Be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it.
I'm not sure revising testimony is a very common thing, or even a thing in court cases. But still, it's interesting.
I mean, if this game didn't have that, then it'd just be like, we just accuse somebody of lying, and then, like, it's just over. Like, they can't just keep changing it. Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again.
You're right. You don't feel so sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Oh, that's a good one. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out?
Point out, accomplice.
Yeah. True, you might not help out anyone for their sake. But if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. That's not what I mean. Very well, then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
Person who helped forge evidence?
Yeah.
Goodman?
Why would he forge the evidence? So cool.
Oh, well, it'd be Sky, I think.
Which Sky?
Lana Sky. Lana.
Yes. Mr. Sister murdered somebody, so, like, please help me cover this up, and then I'll do whatever you want forever.
That makes sense.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky, the defendant? I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed Chief Prosecutor at the Prosecutor's Office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. But how would he profit from all of this?
He would be able to use the Chief Prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
Do you mean to tell me that despite the Chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Oh, wait. You must mean puppet as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind.
This judge needs to be disbarred. That's rough, buddy.
Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive, to appoint her as Chief Prosecutor so you could control her. Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this, that I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana. She's keeping quiet to protect me. Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant. I'm afraid, without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
Les. That is also what happened in this incident.
This incident? Or which one would that be?
Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The Chief Prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her.
Worthy, you'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Just what do you mean?
That is a blatant threat.
Just like, what did you mean by that? I don't fall.
Again, disbar him immediately.
What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but that Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. What? Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious. Huh? This is an affront to the highest-ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder? That's impossible. Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier-to-understand language.
It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back for us now.
It looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Both like, yep, this is it, ride or die, and this is our career now.
We gotta do it, buddy. Come on.
Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder?
And PP's on the line.
Good question.
Don't get it whacked.
Regardless of his rank title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see. Alright then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got. And it better be good. I don't know what we got, but we'll pull it out. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Oh,
See Phoenix
the
over
note.
there, scanning through all of it. That one.
Yeah, the one that says that he was in there.
Mm-hmm.
This is the ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 7 sevens. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number. It's your number. What? How do you know that? The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. Phoenix just admitting that he just broke into a safe. A 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean? I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 777777777. How many sevens? The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations.
And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card.
Chief Gant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. What about it? I'm chief of police, whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want.
Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days.
Definitely not in the bathroom with him.
You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gant. I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt.
No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. Let me see. Half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the Chief of Police.
Maybe it was that.
Though?
Well, he was writing it up.
Yeah, I don't know if he submitted it yet, though.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah, so only one thing we got.
But it doesn't really prove that they
Right.
met, though. So... Would it be the ID card? Or the report for use of the ID card to enter the evidence room?
Well, that's what we just used. I don't know if it proves-
So the time frame, though, like, what's the time frame look like between Gant and... Okay, well, it's it's a little less than an hour difference, so no, that isn't it.
Right. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's brought back to his office by Gant's request. That doesn't prove anything about victim meeting with him.
Remember that piece of paper, the SL9 thing? Is there anything for that?
So we got...
Hmm. I don't know.
Do you want to just do this? 'Cause it's the only thing we have an inkling about.
Yeah.
And if we get it wrong, it'll just be our first wrong score. Nothing to worry about.
Well, and also he would have to be at the police headquarters for that, and he was writing it there, so there's a really good chance Gant was like present and saw him. Grasping, but it's close. Try it.
If Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Okay, we're not getting generic dialogue, so we might be right.
Yeah.
And I will say, especially in the later games, they like give you fake things where it continues even when you choose the wrong thing. So
Oh, but it doesn't like hurt you.
depends.
Oh.
Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it.
So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the chief of police. Yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer the evidence out. Oh. Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him. There's no other way the murderer, Detective Goodman, could have entered the room. Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the Chief of Police, murdered poor Goodman. Exactly. But wait, the Chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of the sort.
Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's right there.
that's so cool.
Chief Gant, you did it! The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course.
You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there?
I was at the police department the entire day, you know.
And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time, I thought it was a useless clue just taking up space. How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence. Sure, after I make a scene. To move the victim's body, Chief Gant use this.
Just pulls out a typewriter. Hold on, I gotta save.
Yeah. The parking stub because he uses his
Yeah.
Edgeworth's car. This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body. A parking stub? Miles Edgeworth.
You mean?
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
You mean I carried the victim's body?
Precisely so.
But wait, even you know, I didn't plan on returning to my office after the ceremony finished that day.
But you did return. Tell me why.
I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
So you see, what you were really taking to the prosecutor's office wasn't the screwdriver, but the victim's body in your trunk. Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes, unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye.
Can you pause real quick?
Order, order, order! What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations? Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office.
Wait a minute.
This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please say something. I believe... your time's up. My time's up? Sorry, Wright, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special. But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier. A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
So, you're going to just run away after all this?
Run away? Don't make me laugh, Wright. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if he had any conclusive evidence, he would have presented it by now. Well, You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright, Your Honor, do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Skye dispose of his body. Do I have any concrete proof? Send evidence, or I have no proof yet.
Sent. I didn't.
Can't let him just squirm his way out of this. I've got to keep the pressure on. Yes, Your Honor, I do have such evidence. Then please hurry up and present it. Just remember, it better prove Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay. What do we got? More info here. Edgeworth's car. Slide over.
Is there any way we can use the fingerprint testing stuff on the knives? I guess that one primarily.
Plus, I think he's wearing gloves anyway. But he wouldn't be foolish enough to just leave his fingerprints on it, because I mean, they wouldn't check that. Like, it's just by default anyway. There was a big pile of blood there, which was too big for what happened to Meekins, but I don't know if that's good enough. I feel like that's all I have.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of the only evidence we really have to use.
So we'll try this, and then I don't know what to do if it's not it. You can always say, nope, don't have the evidence. See what happens.
Yeah.
So, what exactly is this evidence? It's proof as to whether or not it's enough to demonstrate the chief's guilt. I'll let you be the judge. But I am the judge. Alright. Well, what do you think, Your Honor? What I think, Mr. Wright, is I'm going to be late for lunch. No. Game over. I have no proof yet. See what happens. So you showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. See, Aji? In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. What? Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose right now. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Aji, I'll leave the rest to you. Oh, no. Game over. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. What?
Lady Luck. Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the truth, another witness.
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify.
But there's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor, the defense calls forth...
On a sky.
Defendant, Miss Lana Sky. She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task, to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well, the court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in Hold on, says question marks. Huh? Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Lana. I was talking to Lana. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. This isn't good. Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet. Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. February 25th, 2:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
Chief, he's something else, eh, pals?
Detective Gumshoe.
I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Don't worry. I've always decided where to work now. I've already decided where to work now. At your office.
My office?
Sure. Take that place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
You mean... Maya? I knew Maya as Gumshoe.
It's perfect. The perfect substitute.
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand?
It's not fair, he has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said.
But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. Risks? What did he mean by that?
It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
You mean he forfeits his right to say anything, too? Ooh, Dad. Oh, it's you this time. Emma, are you okay?
Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah. I finally know what really happened. I think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone knew her, said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? Follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside to force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal. Society. You don't get it, Batman.
I've seen many pictures, screenshots of this with Gumshoe edited to be the Joker, so...
The Joker toxins, goddamn. Chief Camp may be able to fool everyone else with this forgery. But he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see.
Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act.
Emma, why don't you wait here?
No, I'm going with you. I want to be there. Alana tells the truth.
Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this.
To be continued, and this is like 58 minutes long, so I guess we can save it for another day.
Yeah. Why doesn't Edward get a damn person with him?
Maybe he will when we play the Edgeworth games.
Ah.
According to those, we got 2 Phoenix Wright games before we get to the Edgeworth ones, though. 2 more Phoenix Wright games, mind you. There's a lot of these games. There's 11 in total for those at home. We're still almost done with one.
Oh my god.
We're not gonna play them like 100% all the way through, like as in like no stopping between them. So we might do other games in between or something. I don't know, but depends on our mood.
Yeah.
No way we're doing 11 games in a row just continuously. You'd go insane.
I don't know.
Yeah, everyone. Also, it's Trial Ladder 2. They fake you out, make you think it's just Trial Former and Trial Ladder again, but no, it's Trial Ladder 2 time.
Yep.
Everyone.
Yeah.
What were you going to say first?
No, because just, yeah, whatever.
If you enjoyed this, everyone, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day.